Hello, again, my name is Emma, and I will be giving the second negative rebuttal. Before I start, I would like to reiterate that our three main points are that drug laws do have an effect on drug use. Drug use is often connected to other criminal behavior, and three, rehabilitation is both often unsuccessful and economically unrealistic. The affirmative stated that drug laws have no effect whatsoever on drug use, then moved on to use the effect of drug laws in Portugal, Australia, the Netherlands, and the Czech Republic as evidence, proving that, in fact, drug policies and laws do affect the countries they're in. And while they have shown positive effects from these decriminalizing policies, there are just as many countries that show evidence of the opposite. Historically, it can be seen that strict drug laws are an effective means of combating excessive rates of drug use and addiction. A well-known example is the opium addiction in China in the 1800s. In a paper called The Decline of Drug Nations by the Wall Street Journal, it was stated that opium was legal in China in the 1800s. By 1900, 90 million Chinese were addicted to the drug, and it took 50 years of repressive policy measures and rehabilitation to correct the problem. Today, opium and other addictive drugs are illegal, and opium addiction is no longer an epidemic. Another example is that of Japan's restrictive policies in the 1950s. In the 1950s, Japan was faced with an epidemic of amphetamine use that created 500,000 addicts. Through socialization and policies aimed at both reducing supply and demand, the number of addicts was decreased to a few thousand within 4 years. This is historical evidence of the long-term functionality of harsh, restrictive anti-drug laws and policies. More recently, we have seen positive effects of other zero-tolerance policies, such as those in Sweden. In Sweden, there is a no-drug tolerance policy in government and law enforcement matters, as shown by Narconon International. Surveys of 15 to 16-year-olds show that statistics for lifetime use of any drug dropped from 9% to 6%, and drug-related deaths and the number of people receiving substance abuse treatment have also been declining. Furthermore, there is statistical evidence to show that although the object of obtaining drugs is not frequently the motive for crime, as stated by the affirmative, many crimes are committed under the influence of drugs. In a study conducted by the Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse, it was found that 78% of violent crimes, 83% of property crimes, and 77% of public order, immigration, or weapon offenses and probation parole violations involve drug and/or alcohol use at the time of the offense. The affirmative labeled addicts as victims of drug abuse, but the crimes committed by addicts also have victims, ones whose personal choices have not led to these offenses. To reiterate what we have previously stated, rehabilitation centers are economically unrealistic. Despite the 2008 legal requirements and amendments, as recently as 2014, we have seen evidence of private health insurance companies refusing to cover substance abuse treatment costs. Thank you.